Hello everybody, and welcome to part 24, I believe this is, of the HeartGold Randomizer Nuzlocke. Half my party is empty, with good reason. We have fossils to do. I'm just going to pick up all of these encounters here. We have an old amber, a dome fossil, and a claw fossil. Now, obviously, what's it called? I have used fossils for token encounters before, but now that we're in Kanto, we can actually get to Pewter City, so I don't have to wait an entire game to see what the encounters turn into. So we're going to be using them as normal encounters now. Already have one of those, didn't want it. Yeah, just call it no. I have no desire to have a Crawdaunt again. I've already got one. Alright, let's see what's in the dome fossil. I'm willing to bet that none of these are going to be particularly useful or particularly worth having. But you know what? We were in Pewter City anyway, because we have to beat Brock's gym, so we might as well get them done while we're here. Ooh, Volts. I already have Gardevoir, right? I do, but I could turn this into a Gallade. Please be male. Oh, look at that. We can get a Gallade. I have no creative nickname for this. Whoa, I spelled that wrong. It's a terrible nickname anyway, but at least I want to spell it right. And my controller just ran out of power again. Yeah, I've definitely got to put new batteries in this thing, but I can do that in a minute. Apparently I can't, actually, because it's continuously disconnecting. I'm going to do that now. Well, I'm really hoping these new ones work, because I don't want to go out into the pouring rain and incredible wind right now. I'd really rather not. Oh, they're actually coming at level 20. Not a great nature, but could be worse. Okay, let's see what the last one is. I might want to use a Gallade. Depends if anything else on the team actually dies, then, you know, we can swap Gallade in for something maybe. But chances are I'm going to get at least one more legendary, so I might not want to put Gallade in. I might want to put whatever legendary I get in instead. That's actually really good. Togekiss is really, really good. What am I going to call it? Okay, I know what I'm going to call it. It's not very creative, but once again, I feel the need to point out to you that I have very little creativity, as if you needed more proof. Now, what does it have? Shedskin. Could help. The nature's not ideal. Speed down. I don't really like that. But this could be okay. Aura Sphere and Air Slash is starting moves, so Togekiss has potential. Whether I'm actually going to use it, probably not, but it does have potential if nothing else. Now, I was actually thinking about this in between episodes, but there is a really, really small amount left for me to do in this game. Like, there's a lot of routes I haven't been through, there's a lot of trainers I haven't done, and originally I know I said I was going to do all the trainer fights in this region, but that would take me forever. Like, I was thinking about it before, it's just going to be an incredibly long period, no one wants to see me do that. Which is why I'm not going to do it. But what I am going to do is move Shucky to the front of my party and hopefully sweep through Brock. To be honest, as it stands right now, I have 4 gyms left to do. I know where each of them is, there's not a lot of stuff I have to do in between them. And once we defeat the 4 gyms, we've got to go through the Elite Four again, and then fight Red, and then we're done. There is not a lot left to do for me in HeartGold Soul Silver now. We are so close to finishing. Which brings me to the point of, I'm going to finish this series today. This will be finished and done, and oh my god, maybe not. Let's switch out, please, thank you. But yeah, as I say, this will be finished and done today. It's not what I anticipated when I was actually starting the recordings this morning, but to be honest, I failed to realise just how close I actually am to being finished with this. And then you get to see the next project, which I'm really hoping is actually a little bit better. I mean, I'm happy, for the most part, with the HeartGold Soul Silver project. I could talk for hours, to be honest. I mean, I hate the sound of my own voice, but I always have a lot to say, which is a wonderful bit of irony, I know. You know, eventually, if I can actually start eventually, if I can actually maintain my voice where it should be without just horrid coughing and a great deal of throat pain, then, you know, I might actually sound a bit better in the next series. Who knows? Probably not. But it might get better afterwards. I imagine, as things go, you know, the content will only ever improve. I don't imagine it'll get worse. I mean, unless I'm really bad, which, hey, it's not impossible. I really would rather just kill it with the next hit, but I have a feeling... sod it, let's just go anyway. I was going to consider using Nasty Plot, but there's a chance this might one-shot anyway. Maybe I'll get a high roll. Come on, high roll. Hey, look at that. I mean, maybe it was already on half HP, I couldn't really tell. It looked a little bit over half to me. But maybe when it goes into orange that is half? I don't know. Why would you think that I knew stuff about these games? I've only played them for, like, you know, most of my life and gone through them ridiculous numbers of times. Why would I know anything about them? Ah, well, hello, Cyclist Kimberly. Raticate. What does Raticate have? I don't imagine it has anything that can kill me. Superfang is the one that doesn't do half. Okay, Superfang is the one that does do half. And then there's also Hyperfang, which does a random amount, if I'm remembering... Not random amount, no. It has 80, 90 power, something like that. But if I'm remembering how Superfang works properly, and I hope so, it will do only half of the health that I have at the time. So if I only have 60 health, let's say, it's only going to do 30 damage. Can you maybe not? Can you maybe not do 160 damage on a double-edge crit and make me terrified that Shucky is going to die, please? Honestly, that's really inconsiderate. That's really inconsiderate. I can't believe they would do such a thing. I think we stick with the nasty plots, to be honest. I mean, unless it crits me, it's not going to do that much. Superfang will do about half, but you know what? That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, we're now +4. Have a bit of my coffee here, actually, while I've got it. Delicious, delicious. You know, I should mention it's quite... I want to say it's quite amusing, and it really... maybe it is a little bit, but it's also quite... it's also quite a shame. But, my dear father, right, he is a coffee addict, right? He has been for a very long time. He loves a cup of coffee. Now, the problem with this is that, yeah, he loves a cup of coffee, but at the moment, he called up the doctor yesterday because he had some kind of medical thing going on. I know what it is, but for obvious reasons, I'm not going to mention it here. But suffice to say, he's not allowed any hot drinks for 3 days. Now, that is not a long period of time. 72 hours, it's not that bad. But when it comes to him without coffee, it is bad, because oh my god, he's an addict, and this is going to be fun. Honestly, I'm waiting to see how long he can last before he goes insane without coffee, because, I don't know, it's an interesting thing to place a bet on. Oh, a tri-attack should easily finish this thing. I'm +6, I mean, come on, I'm ready to sweep through his entire team. Let's do this. Have something a bit more interesting than Eradicate, though, please. Ninjask. Well, I mean, it's a little bit more interesting, but... Why are you wasting time on Swords Dance? I'm +6. I'm going to kill you. Honestly, the AI in these games is not what I would call genius. Anyway, what I'm really hoping is that I can take out at least 2, possibly 3 of the gyms today in this episode. Obviously, I'm going to be recording the rest of this series today as well. I am bulking it, because apparently that's just what I do. I have too much fun recording these, so I record it in like 3 episode sessions, and then I look back at them and I think, oh god, I've recorded 3 episodes and I've uploaded 1. And then I end up with what I might have at the end of this series, which will probably be a massive folder full of episodes I haven't uploaded, but all of them are recorded, so I'm just going to have to go on an uploading spree. Don't have Aftermath. Don't you dare. Okay, we're fine. But you know what? It's okay. So long as the episodes go up, I don't really care either way. Floatzel. Okay. We can handle a Floatzel, no problem. I love having sweepers like this, by the way. It's just the convenience of it is unparalleled. I bought some more Hyper Potions in between episodes, by the way. I should mention that. Just going to move my microphone a little bit closer. We've got some crazy wind and rain going on outside. I'm glad my computer isn't in the conservatory anymore. I used to have my computer in the house's conservatory. Now, the problem with that is that the roof of the conservatory, being made of what it is, I think it's just some kind of plastic or whatever, but the point is, it's like, you ever heard the old saying, rain on a tin roof or something like that? I think that's the saying. Like, it's just bang, 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 bang. And you could hear that constantly in the conservatory. Oh, my apologies. Oh, dear. Anyway, you could hear that constantly in the conservatory whenever it rained. And if I was still in there, not only would it be driving me insane, but it would definitely make recording of these videos completely impossible. Because you have no idea how loud it is. Oh, it's horrible. Bastiodon goes down. I mean, this gym has not been difficult. I mean, granted, we're +6 with a special attack sweeper at this point, so it's basically fine. It itches. I really don't know what you want me to tell you, Brock. Go to a doctor? You know, you might have something major going on there. You might want to see a doctor about that. I'm really bad at seeing doctors personally. I know I should. I mean, I have, among other things, I do have high cholesterol. Not my fault. Not my fault. Okay, I may be a fat piece of shit. That is true. But the cholesterol's not my fault. I inherited a faulty gene from my father that basically means I don't produce... I'm not sure if it's like I don't produce a certain bit of cholesterol and that's what causes it to be too high. I have no idea. I don't know the real technicals of how it works. It basically just means that I've got high cholesterol. I'm gonna have it for most of my life. You know, I supposedly I take medication when I remember to take it. I'm not good at taking medication. I'm really not, but it is what it is. Anyway, like, among other things, that is a reason why I should be seeing my doctor every now and then just to get, you know, my cholesterol checked up on, but I am awful at seeing doctors. I don't like doctors. The experiences I've had are not pleasant. One time, it was wonderful. One time, I had to have my doctor write a referral letter, right? Now, eventually he did it. This was a couple of years ago, and I still haven't heard back because the NHS is unbelievably bureaucratic and it takes years to do anything. But I had him write a referral letter. Now, I paid for this to be sent, right? It's about £25, something like that. I paid for him to write this referral letter and send it off, which eventually he did. But do you know how long it took for him to do this, okay? A long time. It took a month for him to get around to writing a referral letter. And when I called about a week after I'd, you know, paid, because I was like, I've given you money. Do what I paid you to do. So I called up about a week after that. By the way, I do know which one of these is Janine, and I can't really be asked to go and fight the other Janines because we're so close to red and I'm excited. You know, there is some shame to it that this series is going to end soon, and that is a shame because I'm really enjoying it. God damn it. There must be a way around here. There we go. Yeah, okay, I was almost certain this was Janine. It must be the other one. God damn it. Made myself look like a right dumbass there. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying... oh, hey. You have Drizzle. I always forget about that. Arceus can probably handle this. But yeah, as I was saying, help me out. He wrote this letter eventually, but about a week after I told him to write the letter and I gave the money, I went in to see what was going on. I went to the receptionist and she says, "Oh, Dr. Spaghetti Face is what we're going to call him because I'm not going to dox my doctor." But anyway, Dr. Spaghetti Face, she said, is on holiday. And I said, "Oh, really? Could Dr. Spaghetti Face not have informed me that he was going on holiday before I gave him money to send a very important letter?" And she goes, oh, well, he's on holiday at the moment. I said, when will he be back? And she says, oh, he's coming back in a few days. I said, okay, great. I'll give you another week. I want it done. And she said, oh, I'm sure he'll get it done in another week. Okay, let alone the fact that for about 3 days after I'd paid this, he wasn't on holiday. And I know because my mother had an appointment with him 2 days after that. So I know that he was still there 2 days after I'd paid him. And anyway, so she goes, oh, he'll be back in a few days. And I said, okay, great. Well, I'll give it another week, but I really need this done. She says, no problem. We'll get it done. I said, great. So come back in a week's time. And it's not done. And I said, he's not on holiday anymore, is he? And she goes, no, Dr. Spaghetti Face is no longer on holiday. And I said, oh, okay, great. Why hasn't he got it done? And, she talks about how he's been doing this, and this, and this. And I said, okay, great. But here's the thing. I've given you money. Okay? I am not particularly wealthy, right? Even £25 to me, I'm not very rich. £25 to me, a lot of money. I am very broke. And I said to her, that is not an inconsequential amount of money to me. I have paid this money expecting a service to be provided in reasonable time. Tell Dr. Spaghetti Face to get it done. And I came back the next week, still not done. I came back a week after that, and I said to the receptionist, if Dr. Spaghetti Face hasn't got this done, I'd like to register a complaint with the practice manager, because this was getting ridiculous. It had been nearly a month. And she said, oh, I'll just see if Dr. Spaghetti Face has completed the letter. So, the long and the short of it is that he had eventually got it done. But, it made me want to blow my brains out. The bureaucracy of the NHS. Let me give you a quick lesson, any of you Americans who might be listening. A lot of Americans think to themselves that a national healthcare system like the NHS is a really good idea. And I'll tell you for free, right? There are benefits to it. There are certain things about it that are really great. But I will tell you for free that if you have a major issue, right? If you are in a... Oh, Latias, cool. Yeah, if you have a major problem, do not expect the NHS to help you in any timely manner unless you are at death's door. Right? They don't get any benefits from actually treating you or actually helping you with whatever condition you happen to have at the time. So unless you are dying, the NHS will get around to you eventually, but for the most part they don't care. Because unless you're dying, they're not going to get... what is the benefit? If you die, you're not paying tax money anymore, which means that the NHS isn't now making any cash off of you. That's annoying, how dare you lower my special attack, but it doesn't matter, I'm boosting it anyway. Yeah, unless you... if you die, you're not paying tax money, which means you're not paying money into the NHS, which is a problem. So if you are about to die, the NHS will rush to handle you. They're extremely good at life or death situations. They're brilliant for taking care of that. But if you're not on death's door, the NHS are unbelievably slow and unbelievably bureaucratic. Part of that is because, like I say, if you're not at death's door, they don't actually get anything out of treating you. They're going to have to spend money to treat you for whatever thing it is that you happen to have that isn't life-threatening, and then you go back to paying the same amount of tax money into the NHS that you would have paid anyway. I'm incredibly narcissistic about this, that is true, but whatever. Not narcissistic, pessimistic, that's what I meant. But yeah, anyway, that's how the NHS operates in that manner. Part of it is because they're ridiculously understaffed, but another part of it is that because it's a national healthcare service, and they're obligated to provide treatment wherever necessary, a lot of the time the NHS has to waste its time, and I do mean waste its time, helping people who are essentially hypochondriacs. They'll be, like, say for example someone comes in, he's like, I've got X, Y and Z wrong with me, and the NHS takes one look and says, no you don't. And then he'll come in the next day because he's a hypochondriac and he'll say, I have X, Y and Z wrong with me. And once again the NHS have to check it out because they're obligated to do so on the off chance that he might actually have X, Y and Z wrong with him. See the problem? The NHS basically gets used by a lot of idiots who think, that every single tiny little medical issue, like if they stub their toe, is a reason to go to the accident and emergency. It's insane. But welcome to welcome to a nationalised healthcare system. Like I say, it has its benefits. It does have its benefits, including but not limited to lack of massive medical bills most of the time. There are some things the NHS won't pay for, but Most of the time you can avoid having massive medical bills, which is nice. You pay for it, obviously, and... I mean, for the... I didn't think it could outspeed me! What the hell? Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm dead, that's it. Shucky's dead. I didn't think it would outspeed! I'm 8 levels higher! What is my speed? 108? It's certainly not slow. Fuck's sakes. Well, I had to replace something on the team now. Isn't that nice? Even if I am pissed off with it. You couldn't have not annoyed me, could you, Janine? You had to kill my fucking Porygon. I've had that Porygon for ages. Just, god damn it. Whatever, as I was getting at, you know, you pay throughout your life via taxes, but the bill is never one massive thing after you've had a medical issue, so that is nice. And for the most part, the NHS does have, you know, pretty competent staff. Like, they're not incompetent, they're just strangled by bureaucracy and the need to look after people who have nothing wrong with them. Although I suppose hypochondria could be considered to be something wrong with someone. The point is, no medical system is perfect, and, you know, realistically, if you're an American or if you're a European, or, you know, if you're from a first world country, chances are your medical system is probably top tier, so upending the whole thing, I wouldn't advise it. I mean, as much as I complain about the NHS because they keep on screwing me and it's really pissing me off, I wouldn't upend the entire system to try and redo the entire thing, partly because I am not a genius and I am not perfect. I wouldn't know how to make the medical system in Britain work perfectly. I don't think it could. No, nothing can. But I wouldn't upend the whole system, because it's good enough at the time being, you know what I mean? It doesn't need to be fully upended and rejigged, and it's the same thing for a place like America, or really any of the European countries as well. I mean, I suppose some of the Eastern European countries might have a bit of a balked medical system. I have no idea. I've never been to Romania. All I know is that it is not as wealthy as Germany, let's put it that way. This is a really, really weird conversation to be having while I'm playing a Pokemon game. The things that we discuss in this series, just weird. Night Slash will be super effective. Good. You know, part of me thought to myself, well, no, Night Slash won't be good. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be a fairy type. But of course, this is HeartGold. There is no fairy type. I'm not playing Sacred Gold here. We're all right. Okie dokie. Trace pickup. That's fine. I wonder if I'll actually pick up an item this turn. Might be amusing. But I think Clamps probably has a Lumberry on. Oh, you have a Citrus Berry, don't you? Isn't that nice? I'm not sure if I will kill it now, actually, with the next hit. I might do. Oh no, Clamps actually doesn't have a Lumberry, so maybe he'll pick something up, or maybe she'll pick something up, rather. I must admit, if I was going to lose something, Porygon is not the one I would have wanted to lose, because it was an amazing special sweeper. Oh, the amount of pain we were able to inflict in this game using Porygon. It was so much fun. Porygon is not the team member I would have wanted to lose. If there was one I wanted to lose, it would be Mew, because I can replace Mew. I have another Mew. But whatever, we lost Porygon. It sucks. Yeah, okay, the move you're giving me is not Poison Jab, lady. Wouldn't it be amusing if it actually was? If it randomized the TM she gave me to the fucking random Poison Jab TM, that'd be funny. It's Rock Wrecker. Yeah, I don't want Rock Wrecker. I have no need for it. Right, get me out of this gym. Not that I can entirely remember how to do it. I think you just have to... Yeah, this is the way. See, I got there pretty quickly. Right, I have to decide something to swap Porygon in for. There should... no, actually, the Snorlax isn't there in this game, is it? There's only one. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, there are still the legendary encounters that we can do. But for the time being, given that Porygon has just got utterly yeeted... Oh, I'm so sorry, Porygon. You were so kick-ass. I've lost so many good mons this series. But if I could have one back, it would be Porygon. That Porygon Z was way better than I anticipated it was going to be when I started this. We could put Flygon in. We could use Flygon, but for the time being, we're going to put Rotom Heat on the team. Now I know Rotom Heat is still ridiculously over-leveled, so I'm not going to use it. Solrock's thing in the box, by the way, that little icon on the bottom screen there for Solrock just looks weird. It looks like he has 2 eyes, or maybe he has like small eyes and then big lashes. It's very weird. Anyway, I'm not going to use Rotom Heat very much, but I have it in there now just because it's going to be on the team eventually anyway, and if I run into some kind of a disaster, it might be able to save me, basically. Now, with that done, we can technically, I think, surf to the Seafoam Islands this way, but I'm not sure if you can actually get into the gym this way. It might just be for the Articuno. So I'm going to go back here and heal first. And we'll go the long way. I mean, we've got to get to Cinnabar anyway to eventually pick up Blue, so we're going to have to go this way regardless. And I've already taken care of 2 of the gyms. We have 10 minutes left. I'm thinking we can probably get to Cinnabar. We can probably get to Cinnabar within what's left of the episode. Maybe not actually get to Blaine's gym. Blaine's gym is a little bit weird. It's not a very big place, but you do have to do a lot of battling in it. Okay, skip that trainer because I'm lazy, and into the forest. I suppose we do have a first encounter to do in here. Let's see what we get. You know, I am partially amazed that this is the first member of this family that we've actually encountered. I mean, obviously we've seen Crobats before, but this is the first one I've actually caught. Now, Crobat is really, really good, but I do distinctly remember that in this episode, in this series, because I've seen Crobat before, and I do know that it either has Slow Start or Truant. I can't remember exactly which one, but I know that it has one of the two, so I do not want it, but I am going to catch Zubat just so I have it. And we'll call you Batty, because I would call you X-Wing, but you're not fully evolved, and I'm never gonna fully evolve you, so it wouldn't make any sense. Right, skip another trainer. So lazy. Must be an item here, right? Splash Plate. I don't really need a Splash Plate. It's not really going to be very useful to me, but I will take one. I do like the Viridian Forest in this game, by the way. I like the music for one thing, but I also like that it actually does look nice. And for another thing, actually, I only just realised this, but the bike doesn't change the music. Okay, well it didn't earlier, but now it does. Well, sod that then. We're going to turn the bike off. I want to hear the music. We already revived an old Amber, so I guess that's just an encounter token. Yeah, I don't have to fight that trainer to get this item. TM69 in prison. Okay, you know what the problem is? I just realised where I really, really want to use this encounter token. But the problem is that I could equally get garbage or something great. So the TLDR, in Viridian City, there are 2 encounters I can get in the water. At least 2 that I know of. Illumis, which I really should have caught before now. I'm really beginning to regret it. But there's Illumis, and there's also Latias. Now, god damn it. Now, obviously, I really want Latias, but I might end up getting a Loomis. It could really suck. But then again, at the same time, you know, if I get another fossil at some point, I can just use it as another encounter token and then get Latias the next time around. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm certainly going to try it anyway, because, you know, we might end up with a Loomis. And if we do, that does suck, and it will make me feel like a dumbass because I should have caught a Loomis the first time, because then I would have basically a guaranteed Latias as far as I know, and that makes me feel a bit stupid. But we're going to give it a go. If I get Latias anyway, big pog, I will be very happy. And the reason I'm not going to revive this one, I'm going to use it as a token, is because, well, I've already revived an old Amber. But each fossil that you get, it doesn't matter if they're the same fossil as the last one that you had. So long as you get it from a different location, I'm using it as a different encounter. I don't think I've encountered anything on this route yet. Garbage! Oh, good! I thought I honestly was going to mess up and use a Master Ball there. That is what I'm terrified of, just misclicking at some point and throwing a Master Ball at something terrible. Didn't even stay in one Quick Ball. Well, you're not getting caught then. You had your chance, now you're not coming with me. Because I have very, very little need for a level 3 Tangler. Of course, you know what's going to happen now, don't you? I'm going to go to Vermilion, I'm going to do my fishing encounter. It's not going to be Latias, it's not going to be a Loomis, it's going to be fucking Tangler. Okay, we're in Viridian City, that's good enough. Now we can go back and get that encounter because we're running out of time anyway. And then in the next episode we'll probably do Blaine's gym, hopefully Red's gym as well. And then we can get into, what's it called, doing the Elite Four again. And then we have to do Red. I honestly think 3 more episodes after this, I think, is going to be the max, and then I think we're done. I think that in 3 episodes after this, this series will be finished. It's the Latias! Oh, let's go, it's the Latias. This is exactly what I wanted. Oh, the thing is, if I try and weaken it, I'll probably kill it. Energy Ball is resisted, it's not stab, but I am powerful. Christ. Okay, step 1 is to try and throw a Quick Ball at it. Honestly, you never know. I really don't want to Master Ball it if I can avoid it. If I have to Master Ball it, I will. But if it's avoidable, I'd rather avoid doing it. Okay, refresh, that's fine. Do I have... if only I still had Bite, that would have been helpful. I need something with a terrible attack stat to try and weaken this thing down. You have Pure Power though, and your only physical move is Ice Punch. And you're level 70. Luminion could do it if it could survive a hit or two. If it could survive a hit or two. It's a big if. But equally, I think Luminion is the only thing on my team that will be able to weaken it without killing it. Maybe it could survive an Energy Ball from you. Maybe... I'm not sure. We'll see if Luminion dies from 1 Dragon Breath even. Not quite, but it's not going to survive. Let's just try and use Cut. Okay, Safeguard. Safeguard. That's fine. You want to waste a turn on Safeguard? All good. How much damage does this do? Next to nothing! Okay, just let Luminion die then, I suppose. Oh. Actually, you know, if it keeps on using Safeguard... we might be able to seriously weaken this thing down without trouble. Okay, hang on a second. Because this is going to take a really, really long while, I'm going to pause the video, turn off the audio so you don't have to hear it sped up, and then I'm going to speed everything up, because this capture is going to take a little bit of time. Don't kill. Thank you. Alright, so I got the sound turned off. Now, I am willing to use a lot of Hyper Potions on the off chance it's going to use Safeguard again. Let's use Attract, just to mess up its chances of hitting me while I try and weaken it down. This thing is really, really in love with Luminion. Jesus. Okay, red health, good. Now let's switch into Snowy. Spore. Oh, it's not... yeah, I had Safeguard up. I honestly forgot about that. Right, Ultra Ball time. Let's do this. I really, really want this. I think I even have a Soul Dew. I'm pretty sure I do. Come on now. Spore. Ah, use Safeguard again, you piece of shit. Should I just keep on trying to use Spore until Safeguard runs out, to be honest? There we go. I don't really want to risk throwing Ultra Balls while it's not asleep. Okay, woke up again, use Dragon Breath, now it's asleep again. Come on, Latias, please. Yes! Look at that! Look at my Latias! I'm okay with that. Alright, give me a second. Alright, I've got the sound turned back on. We've got a new Latias. I'm absolutely okay with this. You are going to be called Ram, because of course you are. Whew, that actually went really well. I was worried I was going to end up with a Loomis, to be honest. I was concerned by it. Right, let's see what we got going on here. Please have a good ability. What a way to finish this episode. If the Latias has a good ability, what a way to finish this episode. Oh, I forgot. I've seen it before, haven't I? It has Lightning Rod. Draws in all electric type moves. Not ideal, but electric I think is not very effective on Dragon, so it should at least be able to tank some of them. What can you learn is my question. If it can get Ice Beam, That could be really good if it can get Ice Beam. Alright, let's put Luminion in the box for now. I'm honestly amazed it didn't actually die. Very proud of you, Luminion. Now, before we end the episode, let's go and see if we can give you some powerful moves. Accuracy on Seed Flare kind of sucks, so maybe not. Surf, here you go. I don't actually have the TM for Ice Beam, but I'm going to have to figure that out. It can learn Surf. Very powerful special attack. I'm okay with that. Let's get rid of Safeguard. Well, that tells me what I'm replacing Porygon with. I might not even need another Legendary, to be honest, because I have 3 on the team now, if we're counting Mew, or, you know, if we're counting Mew's and Mythical, I guess not, but... I can't learn Seed Flare anyway, so there's no need to worry about that. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking in the background, by the way. Right, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We lost Porygon, obviously, kinda sucks. But in exchange we got a Latias and we got a couple of gym badges, so I am happy. We're really coming close to the end now. It's really weird. I've really enjoyed this series. I want to get to Red, but at the same time, I do not want this series to end. Well, it is what it is. I'm going to try and see off-screen if I can teach Latias any fun TMs that I can get from Celadon, and I will see you next time.